Hi guys, thank you for joining. This is Zia with my first Sims 4 live stream, and I thought I might do an upgrade video. So this is a building that I built way back in 2014, my first building ever. As you can see, this was way before we even had pools, so I had to like sort of do this fountain thing so that it looked like a pool. Um, yeah, man, back then when the game wasn't yet the Sims we know today. So this is all just base game items. There's obviously no expansion packs, no half walls because it didn't exist back then. Um, None of those nice round spotlights that we also have now. So let's see how we can upgrade this, and I don't know what we can do with it because I think it's like sort of pretty perfect as it is. But I think we can maybe do a few things and make it look pretty. So the first thing that I want to do is maybe change this fence because we have way better fences now. So let's see. I think I want to use this fence from the romantic garden pack because it's like a darkish but also with grass on, but also maybe still keep it clean. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we have? Well, we don't really have much, do we? What's this? Maybe no, that won't work. Maybe this in just a plain white would look better. There we go. I think that looks better. That looks cool. And also with the round ball on the top, it looks pretty sweet. Yes, I think let's go with that. Change all of this. I do apologize for the lagging and the background noise. My equipment isn't the best, so we'll definitely have to change that gate as well because it won't work with this fence. I hope they have a gate like a double two door two gate situation. I'm thinking maybe also change this little fence here into something more clean. Wait, let's see. Just so that it looks more like a gate where the cars can come in and out. This actually looks pretty cool because it has that little raised section at the bottom. But I don't think white is going to work that well. Maybe let's do it in black. I think that looks pretty neat. Let's go back to this fence and oops, I think I went too far there. What's going on now? Okay, there we go. Let's just change all of this. Now this build took me about, I don't want to lie, about 2 days when I first built it. Well, I've only built it once, but it took me about 2 days. Not oh no, that's not going to work. Not continuous. I played a bit and then I went and did other things and then came back and played again. So I think let's change this gates. Let's hope there's something better. We need to maybe do that as well. Let's see what gates we have. I definitely think so. Definitely, that just works perfectly. Now we can change this one as well and put in that one. I'm wondering if I should change that. It doesn't really matter, does it? No, not really. Those hedges we can keep there for now. Maybe we'll change the plants a bit later on. But my main goal is to change all. See, like, yeah, I also didn't change anything, which is odd. Let's just change it and make it all black. I wish that they could have had a more solid black on the foundation colors, but this greyish color I suppose is fine for now. I think I have everything now. And then we still have more walls to do. Okay, let's do these ones. I think I might have to actually just change them like that. Why didn't I just do this earlier? Now sometimes I can kick myself. Maybe this could work. Sorry, let me just reply quickly to one of the comments. Come on. Thanks man. Thanks for joining, guys. So let's see. Another thing that's definitely needed is a pool, because we obviously can't swim in a fountain. Let's upgrade this. Can I just do that? There we go. Maybe change the watercolor to this beautiful. Well, it doesn't look so blue now, does it? Do we have any other options? Oh no, that definitely. I'm just gonna do that, and then we can always just change the paint of the pool. Maybe use a nice turquoise-ish color, and the floor as well. We'll see now what it looks like when it's all done. I hope that it looks like the sort of nice dark blue type of vibe, if you get what I'm saying. That looks pretty sweet. If I'm not mistaken, when pools also came out, they only had one. Yes, only that one. So we have a few extras now from the expansion packs, so we can actually that's a bit small, that's a bit not nice, that's a bit too goldish. Wait, let's see that one. I don't know. How big is this one? All of them are roughly the same size, except this one is much bigger. Maybe we can, I don't know, it just looks like it's very rough. Like if you have to run there and your foot has to catch in one of those bumps, that could be quite painful. So I think I'm maybe just going to stick with this one, because we have those sort of edge tiles there to separate it. We can maybe change the tiles into something more modern. Let's see, what do we have here? Where is the marble? Because we recently got marble with the what's the spec now again? God, I forgot. The Get Famous. Is it this one? No, it's not. Even this looks pretty sweet. Maybe we can go with. No, that's not going to work. I don't think that will work as well. So let's see. I'm pretty sure somewhere there's a sort of marble. It's very difficult to see in this light. Okay, so it's not that. Where will we find it? Ah, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Maybe do it in this nice marble. I think that looks pretty nice. Like that. Definitely. I don't think I'll be able to add any other swimming pool features like the board or the... Where are those in any case? Am I missing them? Oh wait, I'm not at the pool. My apologies. like, I don't think this will really work, because it just seems like the space there is very tiny, and I don't want to add in this side. Though maybe one in the middle won't hurt. Am I too soft? Sorry, I only saw the chats now. I do apologize. I don't know if I'm too soft, or can't you hear me at all? I do apologize for that. This is a problem. Sometimes when I record, I put my microphone at like very, very, very soft, and I have this big ass microphone in my face, so let me just maybe move it closer. There we go. Take that away. Okay, let's try this. Is this better? Okay, so you can hear me. By the way, welcome guys. Thank you for joining. I do appreciate it. I'm a bit nervous because this is like my first sort of live stream of The Sims. Okay, so let's continue. I do apologize if I don't reply immediately to your chats, because I open my phone so I can see who's chatting, and every now and then I'll look down and reply. Okay, so I think that pool looks much better than the fountain we had there. Maybe, I don't know, this sort of color mixing here doesn't really do it for me. It's like too earthy. I don't want to make it too dark as well. Maybe we can just change the color of the pool itself into a darker color, like that. That sort of breaks. I just don't like the gold there in there. It doesn't really work. No, that definitely won't work. Also not. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that for now. Maybe later we'll stumble across something that would suit my needs much better. I'll definitely want to add these more modern fences on the apartment, just to get rid of those poles in the middle. Something like that. See, that already looks so much better than those. I don't even want to know what I'm going to do inside the apartments, because most of the apartments, I'll show you guys now, is sort of similar. I basically copied and pasted a few of them. Well, not copy and paste. Like, copied them while I was building, if you get what I'm saying. So I just did the same thing over and over. Let's just quickly look. Like you'll see, just different colors, but exactly the same. There's nothing different. So these two and those two and then those two are exactly the same. Then the tree in the corner here, also I think this is a 2-bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so it's the master bedroom, and then there's an office and a child's bedroom. I don't know why I have 3 bathrooms. That's interesting. Huh. Okay. Yes, I've built this back in 2014 when The Sims came out. I think it was out a month, and then I actually built this. And when I built this, my intention was to be a Max's favorite, because back then there was already a few houses that Max's favorited. And up until about 2 days ago, yeah, then only I finally got my favorite on this build. So that's why I thought maybe do an upgrade. let's see. So this side, I think I have two big apartments. So this one, it goes all the way to there. And then we have a small bachelor situation. I think it's slightly smaller than that, I think. No, it seems like it's the same size. Yeah, it seems like it's the same size. Okay, my mistake. So, but this is a big 3-bedroom apartment. So we have a boys' room, a girls' room. Wait, sorry, a girls' room, a boys' room, and a master bedroom. So I think what I'm going to do for this live stream is upgrade one of these major apartments, upgrade 2 of these, and one of these 2-bedroom ones, and then obviously all of the exterior, see some of the windows and doors and stuff like that. I'm going to keep the cars and stuff there as is though, and also the bar lounge situation. I want to take out these windows and maybe add a few things in the back, like those wine things and alcohol things, and maybe take this fountain out, because back in the day we didn't have half walls, so we only had these chunky fins stuff, and that doesn't look nice. I'm from South Africa. Thank you. You're making me blush right now. Thanks, man. So okay, so let's jump. Wait, we were busy still with the fence. Let's finish that, and then we can actually start jumping into the apartments and work our way out. Like that. I must say, I really love this fence. It's quite a beautiful modern feel to it. I want to keep the apartment a modern vibe, just because that was originally my intentions when I built it. I wanted a big modern building, and when I built this, I was under the impression that you could build apartments in the game, but like I said, the game was still fairly new, and it wasn't possible actually to build apartments, working apartments. So this won't work as an apartment. You won't be able to have multiple families in this apartment. You can only have one family, or you can just use it as a community lot if you want to, because it has a not a restaurant, a bar in it, a library, a gym. So there's the gym, there's the library. I think the library is 2 floors, yes, and the gym as well. So the gym and the library is 2 floors. So you can always just use it as a community lot if you want to. That's my baby brother, Clinton. He's a fan of mine. Thank you though. Okay, I think I want to start with the big one, because I have sort of plans with this. Definitely change the boy and girl rooms up a bit, because as you can see, this is still all the cheap, ugly furniture. So let's delete this all. Just this room. Oh, now it's pretty dark. Wait, I think I've removed the window as well. We can change the lights later on, just so that we have some light. Okay. Wow, I really put a lot of effort into it. Like nowadays, my builds doesn't have this much decoration. And if I look at all of the decoration that I added, I'm like, my gallery ID is the same as my YouTube ID, smallest little z, all one word. Okay, bedrooms. Let's see. Oh no, we should go to the children one. So there's like so much more now. Like, look at all of this. There's so much more we can use now. We can make this bedroom look so fancy. And also, I think we have more comfortable beds now. We've had that one And we've had that one. I don't know if these were actually ones when the game first came out. I don't think so, because we didn't have toddlers then. So I don't think we had these tiny ones. I think we only had these sort of single beds. Okay. Let's see what sort of... I want to keep the room maybe a bluish color, maybe a... I don't know. This is there anything without animals on it? Not that I have anything. I'm a big animal lover. It's just if I can find something more plain. I suppose that would be the closest. Although that's a symbol of where what's those hydran things where the dog pees, and that's not very cool. Wait, where's the other bed? Let's check this one out. That one looks more appropriate. I don't think I have the toddler stuff back, or the teen one, so I'm missing a few of those content. Oh wait, you know what? Let's just do this. Bedroom, no comfort, beds, because I think there would be more options. Yeah, like that definitely could work. That looks like it could work. Otherwise we have, that's a bit of expensive bed. We have that one. Where is the... I think it's seasons. There we go. Now that's beautiful. Does it come in a pinkish color? I suppose that's the closest it would get. Even that could work for a girl. Okay, I think I'm going to use the seasons bed, because it's like this nice sort of vibe to it. Although I can't remember if the bed was in front of the window. It was? Wait, just check downstairs. Yes, it was. Okay, so maybe move it to the side. Nah, I'm going to keep it in front of there. I don't want to change any of the exterior walls. I want to keep the walls similar. I just want to basically upgrade the items, and let's just get it centered. There we go. Upgrade the items, a few of the paint stuff, and yeah, that's basically it that I can think of now. Maybe there's one or two walls that will make new walls or change them slightly. Okay, let's see. Surface, a side table. Something like that could also work, but not for a kid. That doesn't feel like it's a kid's side table. It feels very adulty. Although maybe that could work, but the bed won't work with that. I don't want to use that again. Let's see. Maybe if I use something, let's see, like a sort of a yellowish color, because I think that would give it like a sort of a... That's far too big. I want to use this, but I also don't, because it doesn't really work with the bed. I think just go with the seasons. And this is also like very nice and tiny, so we'll have a lot of space to play around with. I'm a big fan of 2 side tables, so I'm definitely adding 2. Just because it looks so much better. It looks balanced. It looks like it should be like that. Okay, and one thing that I'm pretty excited about is we have lava lamps. I think we got them with Strangerville, if I'm not mistaken. So, and I think that's also the only reason why I bought the expansion pack, mainly is because of the lava lamps. I'm pretty excited. I mean, just look at that. Just look at that. That's very beautiful. Gives this whole blue-ish vibe to the room. I love that. Let's see. Change this wall maybe into a dark blue. Not the entire room. Maybe something like that. Although I don't like the fact that the white and black mixes. Do I have other options? No, doesn't seem like it. I'm pretty sure there was something. I'm just trying to think. Is all of them white? This maybe, I think, is not the same. That also is not the same. I'm sure there was something, because where did I find... Wait, let's just do this. And then we can see if there's a... It doesn't really work, does it? It seems like it's basically the same color. Okay. It's fine, you know what? We can always just do... I don't know. Wait. I'm just trying to think what would work there. I'm taking forever on one room, can you believe that? Maybe something like that. That sort of feels like it could be a child's sort of thing. And with a more grey type of carpet. That's it. I think that actually looks already much better than what it did. Okay, what else did we have in here? We had let's see. I can't remember if we had a desktop or a desk. Maybe let's add one. This seems like it could work. Something maybe here. No, it won't work there actually, because it will be in the way of the doors. Did we have one in? No, we didn't. We had a bookshelf. That's what we had. So let's see what shelves do we have available. Oh, this is so cute actually. This is pretty nice. What else do we have? That's far too big. Far too big. That's not very... I think I'll use these ones. No? And then a dresser that would work with that. See, those are, I think, the side tables. Like these are like sort of friends, so maybe just use this in a... let's keep it the same color like that. I think that doesn't look too bad, although it is pretty big. Wait, we have another one here. There we go, that looks better. Well, this room is nearly done, although I think it took a... Hello. Sorry, I'm looking at the chats every often, so I don't always look at them. Welcome to the channel, man. Thanks. This is my first build that I've ever done, and we're just basically upgrading it a bit and changing a few things. So yeah, but welcome, man. Thanks for joining. So I think a few paintings as well. I think we'll have more childlike sort of paintings available. I don't know though. should I don't know what I'm looking actually for. Maybe use something like that. That sort of looks like it could be child related. That is more Christmassy. I suppose you can maybe put in something like this, but you don't know if they'll have pets. Oh wait, here we go. Here we go. So we have a boy, obviously. So we're gonna give him a boy type of thing, which isn't much of dinosaurs. There we go. Definitely use some dinosaurs. Oh, that one is far too big. Maybe use just this one. Put it like that. And then we can use this one about there. Maybe a bit lower. About there. And what else? The sad clown? No, definitely not. Also not. That looks very modern. I don't know. There's not much, is there? Oh, this could work maybe. I put that there and get something big for this wall. I'm trying to think what. That would have actually been nice. It's just a bit. Wait. We can always scale it down. Okay, maybe that's a bit too small. Maybe something like that. I like that. And let's give him some sort of toys to play with. Something there, and I'm actually not sure if we'll be able to fit one of these in. I think it might get into the way of that. We can try and do it like that, I suppose. Maybe something like that. That seems like basically that's almost it. I don't know if I really upgraded it as much as I thought I would have. It just feels like it's more cleaner, not very child-like. See, this one still looks very child-like. This one, I have mixed vibes about this one. I think, I don't know. Okay, let's just add a few carpets and give it a sort of a colorful vibe. That works actually. Maybe change it like that. I think that looks good. Wait, let's see. Maybe something like the floor is already so blue, so I don't think a bluish color carpet would work. I think I might have to go for something white or even black, but there's no black available. Even that, it's too light for the current floor, so that also doesn't really work. Let's try a black. There we go, something like that. That looks much better. And I think that's actually almost perfect. Wait, like that? No, it's skew. And I think that was it. We can maybe add a few more paintings here. Where are those little square ones? Maybe do a white and no. Like the turquoise would have worked. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna change this wall color. I'm not really happy with it. Maybe change it into something more that works with this sort of feel. Maybe a nice... Okay, that actually doesn't work at all. This, that could work. That works. That works. It sort of gives it a clean look. Yes, I like that. Definitely. And maybe just one or two more things like this. We can add on top of the dino. And maybe a tree. A tree. Although it doesn't want to be in the middle, exactly in the middle. I think put it like that. And then that's perfect. So that room already looks much better than what it did. So that was the old room, very... Although, I suppose this one actually didn't look as bad. But this looks cleaner. So we'll definitely do that with the girls' room as well. Oh, and the lights. Let's change them lights before we forget. Get some nice ceiling lights. Thanks. Okay. Let's go with maybe make them a bit more smaller. Where should we add this one? About there. And then this one about there. I think that works perfectly. So the boy and the girl shares a bathroom, and I also feel like this bathroom isn't really kid friendly, so we might have to change that as well a bit, make it more colorful. Okay, so I'm going to actually leave the lights where they are currently, just change them up and obviously change the size. Okay. Oh, we forgot to put a curtain on there. I'm pretty sure I saw a couple of nice ones. Oh, that's a bit too big. And that's a bit too big. I think all of those will be a bit too big. No. No. That could have worked. What if we do something? No, it doesn't work like that. Okay. I'm trying to think what sort of curtains would work on this particular window and would also have the colors that one would need. Maybe I'll have to move the bed a bit forward. I think this is the ones we've had before. Maybe I should just use them again. Maybe in a lighter blue, because I can't seem to see anything else that would work. Does this come in different colors? In a plain white. I'm trying to see if there's something that sort of see-through-ish, like that. That would have actually been perfect, but it's far too long for this bedroom, and it looks very antique-y. Okay, you know what? Let's just go with that again. We've changed the color slightly and moved the bed up about there. And then we also just moved the side tables. Like that. It doesn't really... Okay. I keep on coming back to this bedroom. I don't know why. But there's like a few things that bothers me, and then... Okay. Enough about that. Let's see, for the girls' room, I think I want to use one of those very expensive fancy beds, because they do come in a pink and white. And I love these beds. They are pretty well designed. I think I might be too close again. Let's just see. Oh, we actually have these sort of open ones. Okay, do we... No, they don't really come in pink, do they? This comes in pink. Maybe do a light... That's not really light, is it? So there's that, and that. Okay, we'll stay with that one. Some side tables. So I'm thinking maybe the girl is slightly older than the boy, so her room would be a bit more mature-ish. I don't know, I'm just getting that sort of vibe from this room. Wow, these side tables are quite massive, aren't they? Something like that, and something like that. That looks already so much better. Just changing those 3 items looks much lighter, much bigger actually. It looks more spacious. Okay. Let's see. Hello guys, welcome to those who are new. Thank you for watching. We are upgrading a massive apartment which I built back in 2014, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you for joining us. Okay, as for her dresser, this could work or not. No, that definitely could not work. This is actually pretty nice. Maybe... Is this a dresser? Like, really? So she only has those 3 drawers to put her clothes in? That doesn't feel very... like, very much. I think let's rather go with something like this. It's a bit big. It is, I'll admit. It is a bit big. I think she might be a bit still too young for stuff like that. So let's just go with something like that. Remove those paintings. Keep them maybe one side for now, because we might use them. So now we have a bit of space for something there. So I'll definitely add an computer desk, I think, for her. But I would like to have it also in a pinkish... No, actually not a pinkish color. Let's do a black. Or maybe even like that. I think that's fine, okay. The chair we can do pink. That we can do pink. Let's see, computer will definitely give her a nice laptop. And I don't know, it just doesn't really feel right. It feels like it should have been sort of like in the middle. And I know it won't work here, because there would be hardly any space to to move around. You know what? It's fine. We can keep it like that. This pink situations might have to go. Because, like I said, I feel like the girl is slightly older than the boy, so her room needs to be a bit more mature. No. Maybe something like that. Seems like she could be a pet lover. I'm just making these things up as I go. Definitely. That definitely works. We'll definitely also give her lava lamps. I'm a pretty big fan of the lava lamps. Maybe one pink and one purple. Oh my lord, just look at that. That's beautiful. It's so beautiful. I want to live in it. And we'll go with black carpets again, just so that we have some other black items in the room and not just the computer table. And now we can change this ugly bookshelf. I'm not sure what to put in there. This is a bit bulky. And that's a bit big. Maybe just something like that. Just a plain, simple shelf. Then we can add some decorations underneath it. Maybe a plant. Let's see, maybe something like that. Move it up now. Scale this up a bit. There we go. Something like that. I think that works. Definitely, okay. I just quickly want to get my charger. Sorry, my phone is flat, and I look on my phone to see if I have any chats. I think this room is actually also done. I don't think we need to add anything to it. Okay, I do apologize for that. Okay. So those two rooms are done. Although this one is not done fully yet, I think I'm going to remove those. Also get a more modern sort of painting, maybe. No. Something like this. No, that's not. I don't know what I'm looking for actually. Maybe something like that. That looks better. So that's the girls' room, the boys' room. So those two rooms are done, upgraded. We can add a carpet as well, because we have one in the boys' room. I don't want to add the same one, but maybe like that. That looks like it could work. I don't know what I'm going to do here. This is actually we can actually do a lot. I don't know about this though. Definitely the color has to change. Maybe do 3 different colors instead of everything just this orangey sort of vibe. Yes, I think definitely we'll have to change the color in here, because this is not a very nice orangey. It's just I ran out of colors when I built this house. Like, you can only use reds and blues so much. So we'll definitely change this. Maybe do start with a blue, turquoise, green, or the other way. I don't know. We'll get there now. But first we have to do this. Let's remove all of those. Definitely add a wall here because we have those built-in cupboards now that we can use. Something like that. Okay, let's see if I can find him. I think it's this one, but it's so tiny. It's really tiny. I thought it would have been a bit longer. We could always do I think maybe do that. Do a get famous room. That might be the best option. So let's just remove that wall again. And what color should I do it? Maybe in a white and gold. Seems like that could work. And then we change this one to the smaller one. There, I think there it is. Although it doesn't really work there, we can put something else there. So let's sell that. Take that out. The bed can go. We can get this and this bed is quite expensive as well. It's a very, very expensive bed. Oh wow. That's actually pretty beautiful. That's pretty nice. Okay, so we're gonna go with white and gold. We'll have to change the painting as well, because that won't work behind the bed anymore. I think what I'll have to do is add 2 smaller paintings next to it. Just to make the wall look not so empty. Is that already against the wall? Okay. Apparently it is. Okay, that's fine. Let's remove that. Definitely the carpets. And that painting. That. Already the room looks much cleaner. Okay, I think let's just filter it so that we can find the stuff quicker. I actually don't know. Like, there's nothing breaking it then. Maybe we change this to a black. What do you guys think? Does it look good? What else do we have? Oh, we actually have a few other options. Okay. Oh, that actually also looks nice. I think also do it in the black and gold. Definitely. That could definitely work. And the floor I'm unsure of. I don't know if I really want to do it marble. So we have this marble tile, and then we have this plain just marble. I think the plain marble looks much better. Yeah, I think that works. Maybe we should also do it in the black. Although it feels like it doesn't really work with the wall paint, well, the paint anymore. I'm trying to think. This is actually pretty difficult. Let's just do the white. The white's fine. That's perfect. And then we can change the rest of the walls to the white, because then it still has that golden trim on the top and at the bottom. I think it might be a bit too much, but it's fine if it's a bit too much. It's only one of the master bedrooms in this entire apartment, so yeah. If I had to upgrade this entire thing on a stream, I think I might run out of data. And I actually have an uncapped fiber line. It's so big. Okay, where are we? So we have those side tables, which I don't think is going to work with that. Then we have these ones, which doesn't come in gold and black. It does come in white and gold, but the gold is it's a bit out there. It's a bit much, but it's okay. And then we have these, and I don't think that's going to work. Otherwise, we can use. Maybe we can use those. I think that could work. That sort of looks pretty neat, especially with okay, maybe just move it slightly forward, like that, and like that. Now my dog wants to play. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they also came with lamps. I'm not 100% sure. There we go. Are those the only ones? Oh, we have these ones as well. Oh wow, this is pretty nice. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like, now it feels like I'm putting in too much gold, and they seem pretty bulky compared to these ones. Looks very slim and neat, cleaner. I think we'll go with those ones. That seems like it would be the best choice. And we'll definitely have to add something in front of the bed again. Maybe this time we can do like a chair or something. Wait, do we have those antique look-alike ones? Where are they? It's comfort, I think. Yeah, here we go. So we have these ones, which I think would work, although not the yellow. That's yellow. It looks gold. It's close enough, but it's not in white, so I don't think. Do we have another one, another style? We do, but it's also in darker colors. Maybe a couch. Let's see, the Get Famous ones I think is a bit too big. Maybe there's a smaller one. That might not work at all. You know what? Let's do two small ones. Something like this. But then we can make this in. Okay, let's not make them in black and gold. Let's keep them in something like that. I think that could work. Maybe move it slightly out so there's more space between them. So, trying to think. That seems like it could work. I'm just checking the chats again. Sorry. There's a lot of white, but I think once we add carpets and something against that wall, it would break those whites. Let's see. I don't know. Bedroom. There we go. There's actually a ton of options available. Ooh, this could be nice, but not for this. I need something big. That definitely not. I don't know, that could work. Although it's a bit small. If we add two of them next to each other, would it look odd? Well, it's only that small piece that sort of looks out of place, but if you look closely you won't even notice it. Definitely the color, I think we need to go with definitely not black, a darker vibe, something like that maybe. I think that actually works perfect. That seems to do it. Curtains. And then we can use the black and gold curtains. So this room is becoming fairly dark now, but I must say I like the vibe to it at the moment. It's a very rich vibe, and I can tell you now this most probably boosted the value of the property by quite a bit. It's only we have this wall now. I'm not sure what to do with this wall. I'm trying to think. Let me just what else did the pack come with? Let's go and show all. See what that won't work with this bedroom style. Maybe that mirror is a very small mirror, isn't it? That we can definitely add in there, and I'm pretty sure we'll find something just now. Definitely not. Oh, this could be used somewhere, but not here. Let's see. Is that it? Is that all we have? All the options? Wow, I'm slightly disappointed. Let's see. Maybe add some. No, definitely. Let's not add some flowers. You know what? I actually think there is this one painting of a lady, a black and white painting. It's a fairly. There we go. I think this could work in here. Something like that. It might be a bit too big. Then we can always look for like a surface sort of cupboard thing that could work with the bedroom suite. Maybe, let's see. There's not really a lot of options. Maybe some. No, definitely not. Wait. That could work. Does it come? There we go. So that could definitely work. And then what we can do is move the painting up slightly. Is it too high now? No, it should be fine. And then we can add a few decorations. On here. No. I'm pretty sure one of the packs came with what was it? I think it was vintage glamour, or came with a few things that you could. There we go. Maybe something like that. Is that it? No other options? Just that? Wait, what? Is that really it? Let's see. Vintage. There we go. Wow, that seems like that is it. How can we have this? That we could use. No, thank you. Oh, that's. Oh, wait. We've got actually quite a few things here. I don't think this flower would really work. Maybe. Well, I think that's it. Just get one or two paintings up here. I don't know what though. Just so that there's something behind there and the wall doesn't look too empty. This would have worked if it wasn't pink. Oh wow, that's massive. Okay, you know what? I think it's fine as is. I think that's perfect. So we've done three rooms so far. We've done the boy room, the girl room, and the master bedroom. The master bedroom, I must say, I'm actually happy with it. The bathroom. What can one possibly do here? We have got space to maybe add a laundry section into the bathroom, but I feel like this room should maybe be changed. No, that's the guest toilet, so we can't change that. We'll see. Okay, let's see. Bathroom. And we also have the Get Famous bathroom stuff, so we can maybe do a black. Is there a black and white? Is this sort of a black and... No, that's a very grayish. Maybe... See, that the toilet we have in here already is a pretty modern toilet, so I don't feel like changing that toilet, but maybe we can with something like that. That's also fairly modern. We need to have a look at what baths and showers is available that would work with the rest of the stuff. We can definitely change this bath into a more sleek looking modern bath. I think that definitely works much better. As for this shower, let's see, the shower, we've got this one. Yes, that I like that one, definitely. Oh, we have another one. No, definitely the first one. Definitely. I don't know what else to change. It feels like the bathroom is sort of working as it is at the moment. We'll definitely change the floor. Maybe make it lighter. Let's see. If we have to make it slightly lighter, like that. That's already much better. Change this carpet also into something else just now. That one also, and that one. As for the walls, we can go one shade lighter than the floor, which is basically that. Now the problem is it looks too empty. What about a black? Why aren't we going black? What about a black? No. You know what? Let's use this one, because this one might feel like it's better. Slightly. Just hold on. Sorry, my dogs want to go outside and do their thing. As for the rest, I'm not sure. We can... it's pretty difficult because I don't know what would work. I don't know if I want to make it modern or this sort of rich, classic look. Wait, I think there's a more modern one from the Get Famous. I think it's this one. Okay, let's see what colors it comes in. Maybe. I don't know if it's going to work with the mirror though. See, because this step goes out quite a long way, so we definitely need to change that into a more not so big I don't know, maybe, oh yes, maybe something like that. That could definitely work. And then we bring this down, something like that. I'm just wondering, when I added these things, if there was an option for it to move like we move it right now. I can't seem to remember. That is a question. Because now you can sort of move the stuff on the wall by holding Alt. You can freely move it without popping to a grid. I think I want to change that. That doesn't do it for me anymore. Where did we find this? Oh, there's like a ton of stuff here. Wow. Definitely not. Is there something else like this? Just smaller? We have that. And we don't have anything else by the looks of it. It doesn't seem like it, so I'll definitely know what I'll be creating next. For those of you that's watching, if you go and have a look at some of my playlist on my YouTube channel, you'll see there's a custom content that has a free download link to it. That's all the stuff that I created. If you guys want to download it and play with it, you are more than welcome to do so. Maybe, I think that already looks much better, more modern. It's just, it feels like it doesn't work anymore. Like, I don't know, maybe put it somewhere else, like there, and then put something else on this wall, bring this down slightly. Let's see, what other wall decorations do we have? That would definitely not work. Want something that you could find in a bathroom. Maybe, just maybe, no, maybe not. No, this could work. But we might have to change the color into a slightly darker color. Wait, what? There we go. Something like that. That could work. There we go. That looks much better. Now we can just add the carpets. Maybe change the door as well. Just take a sip of my coffee. Okay, I needed that. Now I'm feeling much better. Oh wait, there's something else as well that we can maybe add. Maybe this would... You see, this is the problem. Once you start building, there's always something that you want to do or change or use something better. I think maybe that would work much better than... definitely. Change the bin. I think we have more options in bins available also. Actually not that many options, but let's go with this one. No, that is actually a bit too big, isn't it? something like that. The toilet seems fine. That we can maybe change into this one. Definitely. Okay, now we can just add a few carpets. So like we have this sort of small carpets now that you could use to put in front of the shower. Maybe in a white. I don't know, it just doesn't work. That is a bit too big. I don't think that's carpets. That's supposed to be like a cement type of thing. What colors do you offer us? It could work. It could. Like that. I don't know. It seems like it's too dark. Maybe where's those wooden ones? Try the wooden ones and see if they would work. Maybe add it like that. A bit too far out. Something like that, I think. Just to break it a little bit. Maybe also just one there. It's not like they will get out of the bath there or there. And then one in front of here. Is that? No. There we go. That seems like it's more straight. We can change maybe the color. Now I'm changing it in any case to a black. What's wrong with me? But it just works better. And this is skew, or is it just me? I think it might just be me. I'm pretty sure there's a carpet that I like to use for that. I think it's this one. Yeah, that seems like it could work. We can now just change the lights and then the bathroom would be done. There's not really much difference to the bathroom besides the floors, the walls, the basin, the toilet. Okay, we've changed actually quite a bit, but the layout is exactly the same. Lighting, let's use a big, maybe a few different small spotlights. Put it one there, one there, one there, and one there. A sort of a full. Oh wow, I think it might be a bit too bright. So when I'm done, I'll upload it to the gallery. Then you can always just dim the lights slightly because it is a bit too bright. You know what? Let's do this rather. We can, or that might be a bit tall. This would actually work there. Yes. Change that to that. Yes, please. Yes, please. And now I actually know what we can put on this wall here. If I'm not mistaken, there's a pretty. There we go. Nah, actually no. You know what? It won't work because then there's like two sort of lights right next to each other. Okay, let's leave that idea. Now I'm just being stupid. Okay, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to think what I can do. Because this seems like it's too lit. Too much light. I don't know. Maybe use this one, and then we can delete those. And if we need more, we can always add on the walls. That looks already much better. I think we're going to just stay with dim lights in the bathroom because those bright lights didn't really do it for us. Okay, so we're done with those 4 rooms. Now is the big one. And when we're done, we can change that bathroom. But this is a massive room to change, and a massive kitchen for an apartment. Okay. Let's see, fireplaces. Where would we find them again? There we go. I nearly forgotten. Oh wow, there's so many options. I think what I want to do with this room is keep it very modern. Modern, clean. So do a sort of white instead of colors. Just because we have like these modern fireplaces nowadays. I mean, we've always had that, but this seems more modern. And this, wait, what? That, okay. Let's see, what options do you give us? No. Definitely not. I think that is fine. That's perfect. Definitely get rid of all of these ugly. Okay, so I just learned something. If you press delete before you click, then once you click on something, it deletes it. That's pretty interesting. I never knew that. You learn something every day. Change. What else? That light. These lights. Oh, no. Did I want to delete that right now? Not yet. Okay, so now we just need to definitely add a few lights. Just so that the place is slightly darker. Lit. We will resize them just now. I think one there, one there. Okay, so that's sort of equal. Then here we will add a light. There we will add a light. Where else? Just there? I think that's perfect. That's fine. Okay. Lounge suite. Let's see, what do they have for us. So the Get Famous pack has these. It's like it's not modern, but it's what do you call this style? Like to me, that's sort of a modern shape. It's just the cushioning doesn't really work. Maybe they have other options. Maybe in white it works. Maybe. Do they have this available though in a smaller one? That's the question. What other options do we have? We have that. We want to keep to the fairly expensive ones though. So those are 900 each. I think these ones were like way in the beginning, yeah. Like 200 each. 275. So sorry. I only see thank you for joining. Okay, so we have got this as well. That's pretty modern. Not a lot, but there's one like this. I love these ones. They're very nice and clean. But I think we'll go with those ones. So let's just see if there's any other options available. Comfort. Well, if they have the smaller ones available. It's not. No, it's not them. Definitely not them. No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. Well, that's a problem. We can maybe go with that, or I'm trying to see what other options. That just looks so uncomfortable. It doesn't look very comfortable. I think I might actually then go with these ones. Let's see. Maybe. Nah, definitely not. Definitely not. Let's see what colors these ones offer. Maybe we can do a light brown or just white. I think that's going to look much better than yes. Okay, then we can just use the same one. Maybe change the color of this one to a black, so we can keep the colors sort of mixed. And then we can, you know what? Let's add the small ones. Do a white one and a black one. At this moment it doesn't really look. There we go. That looks better. Okay. A coffee table. We definitely need those. That's not going to work. That might have worked. I definitely want to add something big. Oh wait, we have. I don't think they brought one of those big ones out with the Get Famous. There's this one, but I don't think they made a big one like this. Oh, they did, and I don't know what to say. Maybe this one. This one doesn't look too bad. Okay, not the pink doors. No. Oh, that's actually quite an interesting color. Maybe that could work. I think that could work. Move it up slightly to about there, and then we change this to be like that. Definitely. Can we change this? Although we need to maybe change the curtains to a completely different style. More clean look. Definitely not. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like it would work very well. Wait, let's not use that. So we have these season ones. You see, now I'm going to look at the screen and I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's change it to green, and then I want to change it again. So I think. Oh wow! Even the blue is beautiful, but there's no red. Does this have? No. This has red. Yes. Okay. So we found something. Finally. Let's just remove those, and then what we can do is change it. Make one red and one black, and then the opposite, like so it doesn't want to work together. Okay, that's fine. Then we can just do that. I mean, that looks okay. I think. The TV will have to go. Is there a big TV that has only a wall mounted one? I'm wondering if I should remove maybe the windows from here. Huh. Maybe add 2 windows. You see, I don't want to add the outside of the building too much, so it's pretty difficult. Because I think that's the biggest TV that. Why is the camera hopping around so much? I think this is the biggest TV we have available that stands on something. Oh my good lord, just look at the size of that one. Holy smoke, that's... Yes, please. Why not? All my life I wanted a TV this size. I mean, look at the size of these things. It feels like... You see, it sort of bothers me because it has mounts at the back and it will be on the window. I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe just leave the TV out, or take the windows out. What happens if we take the windows out? Then we have that. So we don't have windows there, but we can always add them here. I think let's do that. Let's add the windows there. I'm going to use the same... No, I'm not going to use the same windows. You know what? I'm going to use something that would work with this room. And this might be it. Maybe... No, that's actually a bit too long. That could have been nice. Let's just see. At this moment I'm sort of uncomfortable with adding windows. Like, maybe like that. That seems like it could actually... Yes. There we go. That seems much better because it has that sort of grid thing there. Definitely. Okay. So that looks much better. This, we just change the color. We keep that and we just change the color. As for the carpet, we get rid of that one. And I'm pretty sure there's quite a few nice red carpets available. Let's just... No. That's a bit too small. That's unfortunate. Well, if there's not other options, then we can always just scale that one up. We have got this one, which is not really red. It's more of a... I don't know. That has yellow in it, but it is pretty modern. What other options do we have available? Yes, I found it. You see, I know it's maroonish, but I love it. Maybe we can just make it black, this one. Just look at that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm just trying to see what would be the... I love that style. That one as well. That would have been so nice in the red. That's also nice, but not for this style. I think I'm going to leave it at that one. And let's marble this floor as well. Yes. Give it this nice big marble feel. Mm-hmm. Definitely. We'll have to add different music, maybe decorate the section slightly and put in a chandelier type of light, because I feel because the ceiling is so high you can get away with something that hangs low. So let's see, maybe we can use one of the what expansion pack was it? I keep on forgetting their names. Spa Day. Although no, no, definitely not. This, however, it would have worked if it was a more cleaner sort of style, but it's not. So we're not going to use. Definitely not. Oh God, help me. What else is there? You know what? Let's do this. Remove that one. Let's just make up our own. Make it slightly smaller. And then I don't know how close we need to bring it in. Maybe about there. About there. Yeah, something is not right here. Okay. Let's fix that. Does it look like it's sort of the same now? No. You know what? I think it looks better than those other chandelier thingies. We can actually add maybe a few white ones as well. Just because we have some white. You know what? Let's make this one this size. Add it about there. And about... Is there a way for me to view from the top? I don't know. What's this? So this is now a top view. Okay, so now I can see where I'm actually messing up. Where's my light now? Okay, so let's put it as close as we can. No, that's a bit too close. Like, sort of like that. I don't think it's actually straight on the table though. It feels like if I have to change it again. You know what? It's fine. It's perfect. It looks like it's overhanging the table. One thing that I want to do though is make this one slightly bigger. It might be a bit too big. Okay, it might be a bit too big. So we've got the lounge now. We can add a few decorations, make it look more fancier. I love these pot plants. Oh, they are. They're just super awesome. Although white might not work, black might not work. I think there is another option in colors as well. This one. And then there is, it's a sort of a round one, if I'm not mistaken. Am I past it already? Yes, I think it's this one. Do it in those two colors. And then, yeah. What can we... That's a bit big, isn't it? I don't think it would work on top of that. Actually, It does. It doesn't look too bad. Okay, and then maybe a small statue of some sort. Maybe this. No, definitely not. I don't know what else I could add to this. Maybe something like that. And then on the other side, is there another one, a different option? No, there's only that lady. Let's make it a white one, like that. That looks, that doesn't look too bad. Let's see, paintings. I'm trying to find something that would be very clean and modern and not that. Also not that. Something like that. Definitely. Definitely. That will definitely change. And I don't know. Can we change this into a better door? It's a bit taller though, much taller. But I think it would look more modern, and it doesn't really work. Where was the previous one? Was it in the middle? Okay, so it wasn't in the middle. Is there something that's like 3? It takes up 3 blocks. Yes. Yes, please. So we have that one, and I think this one as well. This one is a bit too big though. So let's go with the Get Famous one, because it comes in a nice red color. It sort of takes the barbecue space up, but we can always move that maybe to there and move the chair and stuff up a bit. We can do a lot more on this balcony. This balcony is pretty empty. I definitely like this. And as for, yeah, we can add 2 of those big boys. So I think what I'm going to do is actually do apartment by apartment and do it like a series, but on live stream. Just so that, because if I have to do everything in one go, it's really going to take a lot of time. I don't think some of us has time. Okay, so let's do this delete thing and see what other... No, what did I do? Don't delete that. Don't delete the floor. And let's see what dining rooms or options we have available. I want to still keep with the big... No. That could work. That could work. Even that could also work. Maybe in a brownish color. Take it from red to brown. You know what? I think that could work. I'm just not sure what sort of chairs would work with it. That... No. Definitely not. Let's go and look at the more fancier ones. No. We can maybe... Just maybe... I don't know. This is like very difficult. Maybe do that as the 2 head chairs. And then for the small ones, do that. But also do them in a brown and something like that maybe. Change this color as well to there we go. But it doesn't feel like it really works with the set now. So I think what we could do is change this to black and gold, and then do this the brownish color, and maybe do that. No, definitely not. There's not really any other options. I think let's just keep them all like that then. That looks pretty sweet. Something for the table. Definitely that. I don't think I want to add anything else. I want to keep it clean. So that's actually perfect. Let's use another of these ones. Add it there. Change the color to that. That painting we can get rid of. Go and see what else. What other paintings do we have that where's that other one that I used in one of the children's rooms? Because that had a very modern vibe to it. I think it's this one. Yes. Let's use that one there. And was there a carpet underneath here? I'm pretty sure there was. It doesn't seem like I would build something without a carpet. Something that would work with this vibe. I'm pretty sure. Wait, there we go. And no, not really. That could work. That I don't know. What do you guys think? It's somewhat not really working with the style. It is a clean, modern look, but it's just too grey on grey, if you get what I'm saying. As far as other options, I don't think we have a lot. That is definitely not going to work. That obviously not. That also not. This would have worked, but if it was a more brown. Okay, definitely not. What do we have? Yeah. Oh, that could work. Is there other options available? I'm gonna stick with that one. I see there's a. Okay. Stick with that one, and I think that's basically it. We need some sort of light here. Let's see. Maybe use some of these, because they sort of shine upwards and downwards, but we want something that's just going to shine downwards, so maybe this, like that, just to shine on that painting there. And put surface, one of those tables that you get as you come into a place. No, I want to say yes, but I'm not sure. That's too marbly. Like, then it looks like everything is too much. Definitely not. It could work. We've had that already. No. Maybe, just maybe. I think that's our options. Wait a minute. What about that? What about that? No. It just feels like it's too big for that area. We might have to use something that's like that instead of a 2 by. See, something like that would even work. Maybe in a black. Definitely. And then we can add like a sort of a mirror situation to it. Maybe use this one. It's a pity this can't go down. That would have been nice if it had the ability to just go down a bit. But it's fine. Maybe use that instead. Does this have a dark brown? There we go. That's perfect. And the light. The light's definitely. Let's see. It feels like these ones could work. This might be a bit much. But that could work definitely. And then we can add 2 smaller ones, which will obviously downsize like that. Definitely. Maybe downsize this one also slightly. Just slightly. That's perfect. 100%. Let's add a few decorations on this table. At the moment we don't have anything on here, so it's sort of empty. Something like that. Change the color into, I don't know, a black. What else? No. I don't know. What could one possibly add on here that's going to look okay? We can maybe do that. Do that. Put it. Why can't I put it in the middle? I don't want it there. I want it there. Okay. Is that for drinking though? Yes. Otherwise, I don't think there's any. No, that's for the kitchen. That we could, but not really. Maybe this. Oh, that's that would have actually worked in the bedroom. I don't think we have any other options or stuff that would work on here. We could always add the candles in the middle. Maybe downsize that a bit. Take that out, change it to red candles. And maybe just do it like a file or something, so it looks like someone has been sitting there. You know what? We can also do a painting or a picture frame. That can't move there because the book is in the way. So move the book there and then do that. It's not really equal, is it? No, but it's fine. We have stuff on there now, so that's perfect. I think this lounge looks, well, this entire section looks much better than what it originally looked like. So this is what it looked like in the beginning. A very, I don't know even what the word is, a very plain, earthy type of vibe. And now we have this. I think this is definitely much better. Definitely by far. So now the kitchen, and then we have the little outside area. The kitchen, we can keep the cupboards and change it maybe to a I don't know, black kitchen or white. It feels like white would be the best option, just so that there's, but it might not work with the floor. So let's go with a, oh, green is so tempting, isn't it? With that's sort of a brown-ish. You know what? Black. Definitely black. Let's just do black. Well, there's a counter missing there because of the bin. We could have actually added the bin there. I think we might do that. Change it up a bit. So you can see this is back then when we didn't have a lot of options. Now we have options. Now you can go big. Make something look very good. I'm sort of liking this black kitchen cupboards. It's just because the other colors won't really work. Where is the black one now? There we go. The other colors wouldn't really work in this open vibe that's going on here. So we can definitely use some white. Is there white and black? I'm pretty sure there were. You know what? Let's remove these chairs and get something different also. This, however, I don't like the fact that it's so high. So I think what we might have to do is change it up a bit. Do something like that. And take these away. I think that's an option. Okay, so there's a problem with that. But we just move down slightly. There we go. Like I said, I can't remember if that was even an option when the game first came out. So if it wasn't, then that's most probably. If it was, then I obviously didn't know about it. So those windows are pretty high up. So we might have to change them also into something slightly thinner. But one thing that I need to bear in mind is whatever I do that changes the appearance outside, I need to sort of keep it the same with the building or the apartment below, just so that it doesn't look weird. Okay, let's see, what windows do we have available? That's going to be modern and clean. This is I think this could work. It also is only available in a brown color. Why don't they give us whites and blacks? Oh, there's a white, but it doesn't really look that good. As for any other options, it's nothing. Lord, why? That would have actually been nice. Actually, you know what? No. Let's not do that. I'm going to go with, where are they now? I had them just now, you know. These ones. I think I'm going to go with 2 of them. Let's see. Just because, I don't know, it looks better. It looks like it could be a kitchen window. We just have to change the color to brown. And then we can just do the same with the one below. I might also change the layout of the apartment below. Let me know in the comment section, and then I can try and do something different on that apartment. Wait, what did I do now? Maybe change the layout a bit, knock a few walls out, put a few new walls in. I don't know. We can just see. That doesn't look too bad. Change this fridge also to a black one. That, move the bin to about there, and also change that to black. And then we can just do this few bits and then do a bit of decoration. Then we are done with this apartment. Oh, we need to do outside. I forgot. I slightly forgot. And it looks a bit dark at the moment. I must say it does look a bit dark. But I think once we add a few extra things in, it would look slightly better. I'm just thinking, do I want to add a counter there? Of course I do. Oh, and we have dishwashers now. We never had them, so that's pretty exciting. We'll definitely add one. Maybe there, or there. Maybe there. We can change this one as well, because we have slightly better options now. Much cleaner, better looking. I don't think there's anything else available. I think I'll use that one. Yeah, that's horrible. Let's use that one instead. Maybe bring this down slightly more, like that. And I think for the appliances and electrical stuff, we can maybe do just plain white. Just so that it works and there's not too much black. I think that's actually perfect. So now we have a lot more options, a lot more stuff that we can add to the counter, which I'm obviously going to do. Maybe not on this section, maybe this. Wait. Just wanted to say, why don't you want to go there? Maybe like that. We have, I think it's what do we have there? We don't even have the ice cream or the popcorn thing. So let's add that there, and maybe there. We just need to keep a few things open for the people to cook. I think also we can maybe add it there. I'm just wondering if that coffee machine is needed now, seeing that we have this major espresso situation. Maybe we don't even need it anymore. We're gonna add something else there. Not that we have anything else to add there at the moment. Maybe decorations. Yes, please. Definitely. Change this fruit bowl also. No, maybe the round one actually works, yeah. We don't want too much of the same. A Breton. You see? There we go. We can definitely use the Breton. This is the coffee things, I think. We don't really have space here. Maybe on this side. No. Maybe there. Why can't we mount it to the wall, like behind him? We could actually add it like that. I know it's sort of there at the back, but it's just to give that extra feel to the place. Use a silver one of these. I'm pretty sure there was a knife stand as well. I think so. I'm sure there was. We could definitely add some sauces, some cooking sauces. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there was like this sort of knife situation. Have I missed it already? We have that. We can always add that as well. I'm just worried about space on the counter. You know what? I think actually that's fine. We can always add the wall decorations. I'm sure there's in this section there's a few knives and stuff. Maybe a hand sanitizer. That could be. Oh wait, we can definitely add this now to our front door section. Oh, you see, maybe there. Yes. There we go. So we have this now available. Can we have this in a sort of a, just so that it looks like it's part of that thing? It's actually a bit too big. It's fine. It's not as if people will look at it constantly, but that sort of gives a nicer feel to it. Maybe this side on top of the fridge, like that. And then we can add a small plant on top of the fridge as well. I don't know if this is going to work though, if it will interfere the Sims. It might. Let's hope it doesn't. Add something like that. So we have a counter left for them to cook. We won't add too much stuff there. I'm sure there was knives. There we go. There's the knives. We definitely want to add knives as well. We can move this thing as long as it's in the kitchen. You know what? We can actually hide it. No, we have the wrong thing. Just hide it. So it is there, but it's hidden. You don't see it. Change the lights. And I think the kitchen actually does look much better. And change the slightly to a darker color. We'll also change that just now. What type of lights should we use? Just spotlights, just normal spotlights, I think so. We might be a bit too light again, but that works. And then change the color of one wall. I'm a big fan of doing that, just changing colors of one wall. I don't know why, but I enjoy doing that. It just looks so much nicer. So we can do that one, and then we change these. No, we don't delete them, we change them to white. That's perfect. Perfect. What else do we need? I think our kitchen is our kitchen looks pretty sick now. It got a facelift. Change these lights and add those chairs, and then we are done inside. I think what I'll do with the outside section is actually wait until I do the entire building outside. Then we do all the balconies and stuff like that, just so that we can save a bit of time. I'm looking for something like that. That looks... honestly, I don't know. we had those, and I wasn't very happy with them. We don't have any other options besides you know what? Let's go with them. Why not? And let's use a black and white. There we go. So one thing this house doesn't have is an office. And I actually realized that now. Well, it's not a house, it's an apartment. We can always, I don't know, maybe take the guest bathroom away. But you don't really want to do that. I'm going to keep that as is, and also that bathroom as is. We've changed those so far, well, all of that so far. I think actually that looks pretty neat. That looks pretty sweet. So let's just see what we have done so far. Let's see. Maybe we can just quickly add something on this table. It does feel a bit like empty. I don't know, does that work? Doesn't really, does it? Why didn't I add this? I always add this. Like that. Yes. And I think that's it. We have something there. It's not perfect, but it sort of just takes away that emptiness. We could always add something like that, but then it's starting to be cluttery. Wait, there is actually something we could add. It is this golden tray, I think, with a pot and a cup in it, or something like that. I'm just trying to see. There's also that we could add, although that doesn't feel like. Maybe give them something like this as a welcoming present for those who moves in here. Otherwise, you know what? I don't think we need anything else in this kitchen. I think it's perfect as it is. We don't want to overclutter it. And at the moment, it's, in any case, much better than what it was. So this is what we've done. We can obviously add one or two things on here. Maybe do that. And change the color. Are you for real now? That's a bit massive. Oh wait, we can downsize it. I forgot about the downsize. That won't work. Downsize that and then get something different for there. There we go. And that's it. I think we've done pretty well. So let's go and have a look. So this was what it looked like before, the boys' room. A pretty dull boys' room, girls' room, the master bedroom, the master bathroom, and the lounge, dining room, and kitchen. Oh, you know what we forgot was music. We forgot to add music, but it's fine. So this is what it looks like now. So this is the new kitchen, the new dining room, the new lounge. I must say, I actually love this whole vibe. This is pretty nice. I do like this. And the boys' room is also much cleaner than the previous one. The girls' room, we didn't change their bathroom. The master bedroom, and the master bathroom. Also, not much changed, but if you look, you'll see the paint. We've changed the floor and the wall paint and tile. a new zinc shower and bath and mirror and that and that, if I'm not mistaken. Let's just make sure. Yeah, and it also looks much lighter. It looks more lighter. That's basically it. I could have maybe added something there. I don't know. I think you know what? Let's just add one thing there. Let's add one of those plants there and a painting, definitely, just to give it a bit of a homey feel and not so empty. There's that season painting. Where is it? Actually love that painting. Trying to find it. I think it's around about 200 simoleons. So let's I pass it again? You know what? Just do this. Seasons. There we go. And maybe use a nice, no, not blue, green. Oh wait, there's maybe that one. That could work. Although it's not. Is it in the middle? Yes, it is. It's just the lights that makes it look out of place. Do that instead. It doesn't look right. It looks out of place. Move it up slightly like that maybe. There we go. I think that's perfect. And then we use this carpet. No, not that color. Maybe that. That looks better. And that is it. Okay guys, well, I'm going to stop the stream here. And then the next episode, because we've been at it for quite a long time now. So then I think maybe once a week or maybe twice a week we can do a live stream upgrading this apartment to a better one, if that makes sense. But so I think the next episode we can do one of these tiny, maybe two of them, and also start with the exterior, with the outside, and change that up a bit. Put new pot plants in, maybe change the color slightly. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm not going to upload it now to the gallery. I'll wait until it's done fully. But yeah, I think definitely we can do a lot more next time. Be more prepared as well. I also want to add those small walls on the top of the roof, make the roof just stand out a bit more. But yeah, let's see what changes we make as we go along. Guys, thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit subscribe and hit that notification bell to get notified when I upload new videos, so that you can be notified as well when I do another stream. Thank you very much once again, guys, for watching, and enjoy your day. Bye.